Okay, well, I'm stepping down as the chair now of Urolink after a few years, and Susie is taking over with Phil Thomas. And Susie's just going to sort of very quickly run through some of the changes that are happening in Urolink now and going forward over the next few years. Thank you, Susie.
Thank you, Roo. It's a great honour to be co-chair of Urolink. I feel I'm stepping in the footprints of giants, such as Neville Harrison, Christine Evans, Chris Chappell, and Roo. It's all a bit daunting. Roo has been chair of Urolink, we think, for the last 8 years. He can't quite remember. And a few of us were lucky enough to go on the RSM trip and to see the work that Roo does in Zanzibar. He practices the aims of Urolink, and in that he's working in partnership with the health minister of Zanzibar and to help them deliver their health services. It was truly awesome. He is stepping down, but he's not being allowed to step off the committee because we certainly continue to need his help. So Urolink, as you heard, has been in existence now for 25 years. It was first formed by Jeff Chisholm in 1990. The aims of Urolink then were to form links, to facilitate visits to Africa, to assist in training, equipment, and advising BAUS Council. I think one of our success stories has been the urology at KCMC. So urology was first started at KCMC in 1991 by Lester Eckelman. And then the workshop, which Urolink's been involved in since the beginning, began in 1995. We've watched surgery progress from open to endoscopic. There is no doubt that surgical skills have advanced in KCMC, and they now not only do endoscopic surgery, but train endoscopic surgeons from the region themselves. BAUS has been very involved and very supportive, including the formation of the urology unit. I recently attended the launch of the Lancet Global Commission on Surgery. Half of the world's population lack access to affordable surgery. It is now accepted that surgery is of benefit and is affordable, and this is a change. It's mind-boggling the number of operations that are needed additionally to save lives, and it's uncertain as to what proportion of that is urology, but it is probably somewhere between a quarter and a third. There is a lot of work to be done. In our last Urolink committee meeting, falling into the habit of my professorial colleagues, I am stealing the work of our registrar, Nick Campaign, who undertook a monkey survey of BAUS members. This is the highest response rate that any survey that BAUS has put out has ever had. And it was interesting that 147 people had worked abroad, but very, very few of those on a Urolink trip. Most were short visits, most performed surgery, among other things, and the barriers to going again were, as you'd expect, family, but also being unsure on how they could help. So, at our last committee meeting, we had a very free-ranging discussion to look at the aims of Urolink moving forward. In fact, they haven't really changed an awful lot from those original aims 25 years ago. Personal links, perhaps more emphasis now on partnership, continuing to emphasise skills transfer rather than going to operate. Collaborating with other agencies. I think it's just saddening to see the fighting that goes on with some of the NGOs. I'm absolutely committed that Urolink will not take part in that, and we will work with any other agencies who wish to help in Africa or other developing countries. equipment has really tried us. We've all seen equipment donated that is then lying broken and idle in the places it comes from. I would like to see us help develop local people who are able to mend and maintain equipment. We decided we would focus initially on 3 centres in East Africa. KCMC that I've already spoken about, Lusaka that you've heard about, and Hawassa in Ethiopia. In response to the survey, we are going to try and produce a quarterly newsletter to keep people up to date with trips that are going on and for needs, for where help is needed. It was also the fact that people didn't know how to help. KCMC has just lost one of its urologists and asked us when we went out to Zanzibar for teaching help. I sent a newsletter and the response was awesome. More than 25 people have responded that they would like to come out and help in Africa. And so after this meeting, I hope some of you are in the audience, we will do stay behind and we will have a chat about how we go forward. But we felt that the first visit to Africa often is very daunting, and to come on an organised trip such as the workshop would be easier for the first time. So basically there's lots to do. There's lots of BAUS urologists who want to help, and I would just again emphasise what I think which everyone says is what a rewarding experience working and going out and working out in Africa is. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Susie. I think that concludes the meeting, unless anyone particularly wants to raise anything. I think there's exciting times ahead. Maybe another 25 years, who knows. Thank you all very much for coming.